Holding your breath, trying to ready yourself for whatever I'm gonna do. Will I drag you in bed, trying to fix it with sex, or will I tell you I'm done with you? I know I'm complicated, kinda crazy, but will you stay the night? I know it's hard to trust me, but if you let me, I'll make it alright. I don't ever mean to take it out on you, and I don't want to hurt you, but I always do. I don't have a clue what's fucking wrong with me, but I'm always turning on the ones that love me, and I don't ever mean to. No, I don't mean to be cruel. Dropping the years like there's nobody else, but there's somebody on my heart. I'm trying my best to fall in love with myself. Never thought it would be this hard. I know it's complicated and frustrating. You wish that I were fine. I know that it's a lot to ask of you to wait for me, but please give me a little more time, 'cause I don't ever mean to take it out on you, and I don't want to hurt you, but I always do. I don't have a clue what's fucking wrong with me, but I'm always turning on the ones that love me, and I don't ever mean to. No, I don't mean to be cruel. Yeah, I got a couple problems. Yeah, I'm trying to work on them. Yeah, I promise I'm working on them. Well, you wait as I'm working on them, 'cause you know I don't ever mean to take it out on you, and I don't want to hurt you, but I always do. I don't have a clue what's fucking wrong with me, but I'm always turning on the ones that love me, and I don't ever mean to. No, I don't mean to be cruel. No, I don't mean to be cruel. No, I don't mean to be cruel.
With Whoop, start improving your fitness.
Hello, welcome back. Hope you're having a wonderful and blessed day today. As usual, there's something a little wonky going on with Rumble, so I'm trying to see if I can fix that here real quick. Let me just pull up and get my audio test. Untether my phone from where I have the cable pulled back so that it doesn't get in my way. And actually bring my phone over here so that I can do something with it. Nope, that is my previous video. Let's pull this up. Okay, and that is working. Okay, yes, that's working. All right, let's see if the chat pops up here. Okay, there we go. All right, well, all in one audio check. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's going on. It's almost like every once in like 4 or 5 streams, Rumble just decides it's not going to stream, and all I got to do is, it's pretty easy. I'm just going to go in there and like get rid of, in the previous stream, set up a new one. It has the exact same stream key and everything, and it reconnects just fine. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with it, but it does just kind of throw a couple things off. So clearly we're going to get ahead and get back to another episode of Betrayer. One other thing that I did notice, and I didn't realize that I did this, was just on my starting soon screen, I saw the feedback piece from, I believe, the integration with SocialStream Ninja. It did pop up. It said that I was going live, so it had the going live message for Rumble there. But the thing that I noticed was, and I saw the fact that I had a follower on Rumble last time, and I got an email that I got a follower on Twitch, but it didn't see it pop up here. I saw in the chat message that I got a follower on Rumble, but I didn't see anything pop up. And I know I have alerts. Well, I didn't realize that when I had built the new scene collection, or the new scene for my alerts, that when I put in the SocialStream Ninja alerts, that I had covered up or made it invisible for the original Streamlab alerts, because I thought, that all the stuff through SocialStream Ninja would come all the way through. I still have to look a little bit more, because I think I've got something incorrect. But it's kind of hit or miss here. So I went ahead and re-enabled the Streamlab ones. And if I come back here and I go out to here, I go out to Streamlabs. I tested it earlier, and I wanted to test it while I was live to make sure that it works. So if I do YouTube follows there, okay, so that one popped up. And then if I go to YouTube subscribers, okay, that one works. Cloudbot stream. I don't have anything on Facebook yet. I might eventually, but I don't have any way of testing the alerts here for Rumble. So, like, that's one I've got to see if I can't figure out, because the app, I mean, it's integrated into the app, and I'm perfectly fine. But I'm wondering if I've got to go create. So, like, in SocialStream Ninja, I could see all my sources and stuff, and I could see the Rumble one, and I'm connected over a WebSocket. It's the standard browser capture. It opens the stream page in a browser, reads the chat from the pages directly. Most compatible method uses if WebSocket mode has issues. The recommendation is use through WebSocket mode because it uses less system resources, more reliable for message delivery, additional data for follower subs when signed in, no browser window required. So I'm wondering if I'm having some other issue with the way that is. Pause, mute the video in the source. Reveal capture page. So yeah, there's live feed advanced option. I'm just trying to go through this and see if maybe there's something here. Polling interval in milliseconds, it's every 3 seconds. Replay recent history on first connect, no. Hide dashboard metrics, no. Oh, Rumble, okay, so wait a minute. Rumble emote catalog unavailable. Chat will use text shortcodes. Oh, so I had somebody chatting with me from Rumble last stream, and I'm wondering if this is what those error messages were, because it was giving me a HTTP 400, which is an access issue, but I'm logged into my account, so I'm not sure about that. Okay, so I'm understanding that a little bit more. API dashboard. I'm not gonna worry about that right now because I'm gonna get into doing the stream, but it's just trying to figure out what's the best way to kind of get everything. It would be absolutely amazing if there was a singular tool that worked across the 3 places that I've chose to try to do my streaming to, but unfortunately there isn't. Rumble seems to be the oddity out of the whole thing, and I'm okay with that because it looks like Social Stream Ninja is going to pick up that piece, but part of the reason why it would be great to have them all is because then I have one standard way of doing it. I just include, like, you log in the Streamlabs, I go out there, I would log into my Rumble account like I do with Twitch and YouTube, and it would just play the alert, and I could test them, and I could do all sorts of stuff with them, and it would make my life so much easier if the third one was the same way, but it isn't. So it's figuring out how to get the similar thing across all 3, and I was hoping Social Stream Ninja would do that, but it looks like maybe there's something I'm missing about the alerts, and maybe I need to go back and not watch a couple more videos on that so that I can get that picked up and figured out. So enough fun for that. I'm gonna go ahead and get into reading our Bible verse for today, and then jumping into Betrayer and seeing if we can't brute force our way through the next section of the northwest side of the map and seeing what else I can do. So with that, we'll go ahead and get this switched over to here. And we'll get the recording started and get going. Hello and welcome back to today's Bible verse. Today's verse is Ephesians 3:19. In the King James Version it says, "And know the love of Christ, which passeth knowledge, that ye might be filled with the fullness of God." And then the NASB version it says, "And know the love of Christ, which surpasses knowledge, and that you may be filled up to all the fullness of God." And I'm going to go back real quick and reread, because it says "and," which is the conjunction of it. It's because it's 2 sentences together. If I go back a little bit to 17, because it kind of all goes together. "So that Christ may dwell in your hearts through faith, and that you being rooted and grounded in love may be able to comprehend with all the saints what is the breadth and the length and the height and depth, and to know the love of Christ, which surpasses knowledge, that you may be filled up to all the fullness of God. When Jesus was tested by the Pharisees, they asked him, what is the greatest of all of the commandments? And he gives, in its love, which is to love the Lord your God with all your mind, body, and spirit. It says, equally unto this, to love your neighbor as yourself. Much of the Bible talks about that. And sometimes there's some modern interpretations that struggle with the concept of what love means. Christ's love surpasses all knowledge. It isn't easily understood by us because none of us could understand the sacrifice of what God did and what Jesus went through for us. And that's where it says to love Christ and to know the love of Christ, which surpasses all knowledge, knowing that he gave up everything for us to be filled up with the fullness of God, knowing that we're to love the Lord your God with all your mind, body, and spirit, and to love others as yourself. But you, focusing on God, have to also help others focus on God and connect with him. And that's part of what this is in relationship to, not completely, but in relationship to, because it's that love that surpasses all knowledge. And it's knowing that and putting that and having that love, and first understanding the Bible and the love that God has for us, or even beginning to attempt to scratch the surface of the most minuscule understanding of of how much God loves us. That's where you have to begin. And know that, God created the entire universe and could have started over with any number of combinations of any other sets of people and stuff. But that you and I sitting here today, me reading this Bible, you listening at this point in time, God loved us enough now that even though the betrayer caused Adam and Eve to fall, not necessarily a play on words here, but to fall, that instead of starting over, he loved the potential that all of us have, the plan that he had for all of us, that he would not change that, knowing full well what was going to happen, what could happen, and that with the hope that all of us would seek him, his love, and his ways. That's a love that is hard to comprehend. So just think about that for a little bit. I want to say thank you for joining me today in this Bible verse. I hope you have a wonderful and blessed day today. Okay, with that being said, oh, and then one other kind of nerdy thing that I'm trying is I happen to find, so like one of my sons went to Career Center, and as part of the graduation from the Career Center, he actually got a little like Chromebook thing. So one of the other things that I'm trying is, so I've got my Alienware laptop that I run Garuda Linux on, and it uses KDE Wayland. My two other servers, my streaming server and my regular gaming server, home lab server, right? It runs Guru to Linux. Same thing, Wayland on KDE. Works great. Don't have a problem with them. Now I'm trying a new one where I've got this little Chromebook, because my son's like, no, he doesn't need it. I mean, he's got a PC, he's got a Steam Deck, he's got a Switch 2 and stuff like that. Doesn't need another little toy. So I asked him if he minded. So now I'm trying Guru to Linux with Sway, which is a primarily keyboard-driven thing. It's only got like 4 gigs of memory, but I kid you not, when I open up browser windows, when I open up a couple of the utilities and stuff like that, there, and Sway on this little Intel Celeron N500 with 4 gigs of memory, it works just as well as my gaming, opens up apps like that just as well as my gaming laptop does with an Intel 1200 HK and all that. So it's rather interesting. So that's the other new little nifty thing that I'm working on, trying to expand and learn different pieces. Another one I thought about trying to get into is seeing if I can understand Hyperland. Sway is a little bit like Hyperland, so I figured maybe if I start with Sway, which is being a little bit easier, I might actually be able to translate that into doing stuff with Hyperland, which is the newer one, which is mainly keyboard driven, and I do a lot of stuff on the keyboard anyway, so it's not like it bothers me, and I know a lot of the keyboard shortcuts. So it's like, I'm going to be nerdy and try something else, and that. So that's my other next little adventure along with some of this other stuff. So who knows where that's going to take me, or what other new little excerpt or information I'll be able to splurge out for the masses to hear about my next adventure. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to get over here. Get my mouse back to the streaming PC. There we go. I'm going to do one other thing here real quick, because I realized that when I did my game capture, I captured the window, not the game. And I've noticed that as I was sitting here talking, a little bit of the lag of it because of the screen capture, because there's certain little things where you notice a little bit of a hiccup. So I wanted to get that fixed. So go ahead and get the recording started here. And welcome to episode number 3 of The Betrayer. All right, pick up where we left off and see if we can't get some more of the stuff. What is it? To the southwest. Okay. Let's see. What else do I have in my inventory? Okay, I've got pistol. Okay, I can at least come back here and nope. Cracked longbow. Okay. Won't buy anything just quite yet. Going to kind of keep going. Okay, is there any... There's a Skadooshire. And... You jerk. 13 health now. Thanks very much there, Captain Skadooshire. Okay, I hear another one. Where did he go? Where is he? Okay, they're right there. You know, I don't necessarily need to deal with him right now. I could always just like flank all the way over here and just head where I was heading. I mean, they'll be there when I get back, right? I mean, they're just standing there looking for me anyways. All right. I just thought about something else too. I think I need to also create an audio output from my streaming PC back to my gaming PC, so that I'm wearing a headset. I get audio cues for things that happen from my stream and stuff like that, that I see them. Or I need to get a small overlay for those events so that I hear them. Haha, skadoosh. Take that. Okay, so there wasn't much over that way. I needed to head this way. Let's take a look at the map here real quick. If I just kind of keep heading straight, so this was the pass that I came through. It says there's something like right here, but I have not been able to find it yet. Oh, that might have been it right there. Okay. There's another guy over there on top of that hill. There's a skadoosh. Okay. So I've gone up to about this far before, but I don't know what's... Gracious, it sounds like a bear over there. Ah, there we go. 26 coins. Okay. Okay, there's a guy right there, one right there. Okay. So there's my main way of coming down. I was going up over there, so I don't know that I have, if I'm going to be able to, because like what I would prefer to do, if I could, is get up on top there and flank down on him when he's turned around. I doubt that I'm going to be able to do that though, because this character has no hops whatsoever. Oh, you jerk. Okay, well. I now just know I could just go straight out, which is where I was, because I was like right, I was probably right here. Okay, so let's go straight across. And then head up over that way slightly. That guy was right there originally, and it came up to me, and there was another one right there. Okay, see the treasure chest thing. Okay. No skadooshers there. Salmon John Scrivener killed by a Spaniard. Okay. Right there. $35 coin. Okay. There's really not much that way. All right. Okay, making progress here. All right, let's keep heading straight north here. Well, mostly north. That was a little annoying. Why does it sound like there's somebody else throwing a tomahawk at me and missing? Okay, so there's the thing I was heading towards. It's going to be another thing surrounded in corruption. Okay. Alright, let's see here. What in the world? Okay. Oh my goodness, they are so much faster than I am. Well, admittedly, I don't even know whether it's, you know, whether it's real or not. So if I come out of here, okay. Okay, read this here. Several among the council are weary of treating with the naturals, but I believe I have convinced them of the necessity, for we cannot assure that Sir Christopher will outfit a resupply fleet with sufficient urgency to ensure it reaches us from England before we have no more need of it. We will starve before spring without succor. Succor or something like that. I just pronounce it the way it looks like it reads. Okay, so this is kind of the way I came in. Okay, I wonder if this looked like there might have been something right there. I wonder if this other circle is here on the outside, or if it's that one that was on the inside. So I'm looking at, yeah, it's that one on the inside right there. Okay. Oh, graves right over here. Okay, that's what I was saying. Edmund Pierce killed fighting the Spanish. Here lies Mary Barnes, age 24, loving wife and mother, died of sickness. Edward Barnes, age 6, a sweet and gentle son, died of sickness. Matthew Hellard, ship's boy, age 12, found dead along the path. And then Nathan Lampton, murdered by a Spaniard. Oh, there it is. I'm like, okay, I hear all treasure chests found. Nice. Journal has been updated. Okay, so there's something right over here. That might be... Nope, that's not it. But there's something this way. It appears to be buried here, but soil is rocky. That will take more than a trowel to dig it up. Okay. So that was a corruption thing right there. I should be looking right at that. Yep, okay. So I need to go that way. To figure out what's there, there, and way up there. All right. So far, so good. No weirdo skadooshers. Okay. Something right around in here. Let's see here. Okay. This. Right up underneath this tree right here? No, that's too far. Okay, what am I supposed to be finding right here? I don't see bones or anything. It's literally supposed to be like right there. Yeah, it's supposed to be like right up underneath my feet here. Okay, well, let's see. Let's go straight north, northeast. Go find a couple of these other things, and I'll come back for that other circle on the way back to the fort, because then maybe I might actually figure out what's next. Nathaniel Fox killed by savages. Okay, when the Patriot did not return by dusk, I had led 6 men. When the patrol did not return by dusk, I led 6 men into the woods to search by torchlight. Soon enough, we found Edmund Pierce clinging to a tree, eyes agape, muttering of shadows coming alive. Nearby was what remained of Jeremy Cooper, his head and his arms torn off. Well, poor Mr. Cooper. It's never a good or pleasant thing to have your arms and legs torn off. Okay. These containers appear to have stored luxury foodstuffs brought from England. Only moldering scraps remain. Dug up a knife with a broken blade. The handle is carved ivory, suggesting it belonged to someone of means. All right. So, yep, we're just going to kind of run back this way here. Because I'm trying to get to, oh, there's a spot here and a spot here. All right, let's try to get here first. Should I go to the left of the mountain? Yeah, we'll go left. Oh no, we came from the right, didn't we? Let's just go up it. Why not? Here, but it takes more than a trowel to dig up. Okay, so the spots that I have left are all spots that need to be dug up with something. So let's do this. William Eastgrove, do you recognize this topaz necklace? It's Martha. I gave it to her after our son was born. I found it near the remains of a woman who had been shot. Now I remember I found her on a hillside to the south of the on a warm, pleasant morning. I sat beside her, holding her hand, talking about her son as she died. It was you who buried her? Yes, I thought she would rest better there than near the fort, so I covered her over with stones. I meant to return to dig her a proper grave, but someone stole our only spade, and trowel would not suffice. All right, bud. Yep, that makes sense. Anything else back over here? Okay. Okay, I'm just seeing if there's any other people in between the buildings here. He is probably just going to say the same thing. Or nothing more at all. Okay, well, let's see here. Okay, so I have some more stuff in my inventory. So I do not have more stuff in my inventory. So let's see, does this guy have... Nope, I don't want that. I actually want a trowel. You know, I could try. Okay, that did not go as planned. I thought I was gonna like pull it out and then be able to throw it, but clearly not. Okay. Okay, so that's the beginning. Here, let's go to the south gate. This gate is got closed by night. another thing I can't dig up. Okay, I thought, yeah, right over here. Yeah, there it is. Looking for these it's shrouded in crowd. Okay, so I wonder if maybe I need to travel out. Are you still helping with your wraith friends? Wait a minute. Where could my sister be? Okay. Okay, so this way right here is the closest one. Should be just... Ho ho ho! Okay, on to the next weirdo thing. Why not? Okay, because maybe whatever it is, whatever the corruption is, maybe I gotta fight it in this realm, so to speak. You jerk. Oh, did I release it? It has been cleansed of the corruption. Nice, okay. Let's go off and die to the whatever the next one is. Straight south. Okay. Gotta go check these bodies out when they die. Gold doubloons. Okay. Keep heading south. Somewhere around the other side of this rock here. Should be right around in here somewhere. There we go. All right. There it is. Well, that didn't take long. Okay. Too bad it. Can I fast travel? Ooh, I can. My goodness, like how many bows how many arrows they gotta fire into this individual? I mean, that's what you call a skadoosh when you've got to fire that many arrows at him. I mean, I got him the first time. What if it's, I wonder if I like maybe got a headshot the first time? No, I got all body shots that time. Oh boy. Okay. 16 health. This house is clear. Really? What a skadoosh. Well, let's just go to the next section. Okay, so that one's clear. That one's clear. We go to here. And nope, not that one. Go all the way up north. And then I'm just gonna be heading, yeah, straight west. Because I'm gonna hit that one right there. Okay, so a little bit off that way. All right. Yeah, roughly follow. Nope. Gonna go straight. Okay, loop back around this way right here. Go up here. We do okay, back that way some. Looks like a skeleton right there. Goodness gracious. Okay. Over here. I'm gonna die again, I know it. The wind has shifted, disappearing the stench of corruption. All right. Okay, so I wonder if I go to that site at night whether I'll be able to find something. Because maybe that's what it is. Maybe I was searching in the wrong time. Hello? Are you friendly? Wraith, I have lost my way in this darkness. The sound of the bell will lead you home. Okay, is it right here? Okay. So let's go to Dot Hill. Okay, so those are things that are in this. Okay. You Weasley jerk. Way easier to see the tomahawk that way. Okay. Nope. Right over here. Right? Okay, well, what am I doing here then? Okay, let's go over here because there was that little like camp right here. Yeah, right here. This kind of makes me think of just Skyrim. Okay, so let's go to the south gate. Get out of here, skadoosh. Okay, so now I wonder if this is going to wind up being... Okay, recap was by 9. Okay, so let's go back. So I've got that. Those take dig things. That wasn't anything. Let me go this way. Because that other arrow, I think, is the where Margaret was buried. Okay, I did. Okay. Shadow, where's John? Who is John? My son. Where did you see him last? My husband carrying him through the gate. I was so happy and relieved to see them so happy. Who are you? I don't know. I can't remember. Is this topaz necklace yours? Yes. Then you are Martha Eastgrove. I remember now. You have given me back my name. What happened to you? I remember staring at the barrel of a pistol, fearful but strangely calm, and began to pray. Clue, you found what once was a finely made and likely expensive pistol, now badly rusted and useless. Okay. So then, I think I've checked out all of that. So let's go back here. Martha is anxious about your son. She was so desperate when worried as I was. A group of us went into the woods to search for him. Then I heard Gregory Ward calling out to him and knew he was safe. She remembers you carrying him through the gate. I was telling him he mustn't play outside by himself, for there are many dangers in the woods. I told him he must never make his mother worry. Do you recognize this pistol? I remember taking it from my son's hand, pulling open his fingers when he refused to let it go, telling him he must never use it without my permission. I found your pistol near Martha's remains. It was missing when I awoke. I was panicked. I ran outside and shouted for the sentry. He had just come on duty, so I woke Gregory Ward to ask him what he had seen during his watch. What did he say? I can't remember. All right. Oh, here's another one right here. Edmund Gotham still hasn't returned from patrol. Where did you see him? We met by chance near the Dodds Hill. It was nearly dark. He said he had found a Spanish encampment and showed me where it was. Who are you? Gregory Ward. William Eastgrove woke you up to ask you what you'd seen during your watch. I told him his wife had left the fort, saying she was going for a short walk. I thought it strange that she was wearing a fine necklace for such an occasion. He remembers you calling out John's name when you were searching the woods. I spied the boy in a clearing, aiming a pistol at a tree. He pulled the trigger, but nothing happened, so he went to peer into the barrel. I was shouting at him by then, running towards him fast as I could. I don't remember hearing the shot, just the smoke obscuring him. Do you recognize this reed flute? I remember thinking how sad it would be here without Edmund's music. An Indian gave him that flute after hearing him play. I found it near the remains of a man who had been killed near the encampment. Then that's why he never came back. Okay. Your son accidentally shot himself. I remember now, a group of us went into the woods to search for him. I heard Gregory Ward calling out at him and knew he was safe, then a shot rang out. I remember taking my pistol from my son's hand, pulling it open in his fingers and refused to let go, telling him he must never use it without my permission, and then I closed his eyes and went to tell Martha that our son was dead. I remember carrying him through the gate, telling him he mustn't play outside by himself, for there are many dangers in the woods. I told him he must never make his mother worry, and that I saw her relieved smile crumbling into despair. Gregory Ward says that Martha left the fort early wearing her topaz necklace. I knew what she meant to do, why she had taken my pistol, and why she had worn that necklace. I was running through the woods when I heard the shot, just like before. So she took her own life. That's why I buried her there, so that the chaplain would not speak of her as a sinner bound for damnation. I did not want her to be thought of that way. How did you explain her disappearance? I told the truth, that she wandered into the woods and never came home. Okay. So let's ring this bell here. Okay, let's go to the south gate real quick. Okay, before we do that, I'm going to go back here. What else do I have on me? Do not have anything. I have 814. Let's go talk to her real quick. I never felt comfortable in this place, wondering if something terrible happened here. I have learned the fate of the Wraith. What did you... Martha Eastgrove shot herself in grief over the accidental death of her son. Doing so, she doubled her husband's grief and made him bear it alone. I think they're very selfish. I have a gift for you. What is it? The Spanish sea chart. Why are you giving it to me? An enemy sea chart is a rare prize for the crown. Will come in handy if we manage to find a ship. I changed my mind, it's not worthy. There you go. That is a shrewd notion, I shall hold on to it. A necklace of gold and topaz belonging to Martha Eastgrove. Very beautiful, why are you giving me? Okay. It can be bartered, it didn't match my complexion. I have changed my mind. It can be bartered. It troubles me to think of trading away someone's belongings, but it also troubles me to think of tossing it away, something so finely crafted when it could be passed along to someone else who might treasure it. Well, there you go. Have fun. Still can't dig it up. Okay. Let's see here. Pistol load. Longbow. Don't need that. Okay. All right. Oh my goodness. I thought this map was tiny. I've just explored this. I still have all of this. All right, cool. Well, actually, I think that's going to make a pretty good episode right there. So my next best bet is to go to the south gate and start going on from there. We do show all. Okay, I think I got everything here other than these couple of spots that I have to dig up, but I haven't been able to find a shovel yet. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and save real quick. So yeah, that'll be the next episode, picking up going to the south gate and then seeing, let's see, that'd be north. So yeah, the south gate would be somewhere down here probably, and then start exploring the new world. All right. So with that being said, we'll go ahead and finish up the video, wrap up the video here, and then finish off the stream. But thanks for joining me today. Put a comment on this video, press the like or dislike button. Please follow me for more content. You join my Discord server, the links in my Twitch and YouTube channels. Let me know your feedback and suggestions. Well, that was different in the sense that I would not have thought originally about going and ringing the bell and getting back into that other world and going outside of the encampment. That was not on the beginning of my mind because I was like, oh, this happens here. It's within the fort. not thinking about the fact that it would go and expand beyond the fort area and stuff. Clearly I figured it out, but I like the kind of little clues, the corrupted, statues and stuff like out there that lead you to that once you figure it out. So, but that's the end of the stream for today. Let me know your thoughts and feedback, and as always, so long for now.